Chapter 11, Dissension. The morning after you and Channing slept together, you wake up in a slash of sunshine streaming across your face. Oh, I should have closed the blinds last night. Reach over, searching for Channing's warm body, but your hands find only cold, empty sheets. Did he just leave? You sit up looking around. There's a handwritten note on your nightstand along with a still warm cup of coffee. Morning, sunshine. I got up early, but didn't want to wake you. Last night was amazing. You were amazing. I'll be thinking about it for a long time. Me too, Channing. Believe me. Check your suitcase. I got you something for next time. Show me you still know how to follow orders and wear it for me, won't you? Thrumming with anticipation, you slip out of bed and open your suitcase to find a scandally, strappy lingerie set you know you didn't pack. I accept. You slip into lingerie delighted in the sensuous feel of the leather straps as they rest against your skin. You go to the mirror, turning around to look at yourself from every angle. Damn, I look good. Wish that man were in here so I could give him a preview. You take a long sip of coffee, then settle back into the bed, thinking of the night you spent together. And here I was hoping we could go for round 2. I guess I'll just fantasize about it. I'll picture kissing him. As your thoughts drift, you hug your pillow close to your body. Imagine Channing is here. Even just kissing him is enough to make me feel like I'm on fire. Steady, rough movements of his lips against yours, the subtle drag of his fangs across your tongue. You hear the muffled buzz of a text alert somewhere in the room and sigh in frustration. Oh, really? You get up and start searching the room for your phone, which you find lying beneath the bed. Hey, bestie, where you at? Wolf Brawl's about to start. What? Channing didn't even wake me up. Oh, my bad. I probably wasn't supposed to say anything. That sneaky little... You yank on your clothing as fast as you can and run downstairs, cursing Channing underneath your breath with every step. Outside, alphas from every chapter gather around a fight circle in the snow. Channing turns to you, his eyes dark, his expression eerily calm. Why are you here? Why didn't you wake me up? Because ringside in a wolf brawl is a safe place for a human. These things can get out of hand and I don't want you anywhere near it. How dare you make that decision for me? And don't say it's because you're the alpha. Pull that crap on me and I will take you down harder than Nick ever could. His eyebrows quirk up, and you see the first break in his wall-like facade as a smile plays at his lips. Is that how you talk to the man who's about to fight a brawl for you? Thanks for the support. If you wanted my support, you wouldn't have left me alone in my bed. My place is here, Channing, with you. You hear a mocking laugh from the other side of the circle, and turn to see Nick smirking at you. Hey, Channing, forfeit the brawl now, and you can go back to bed and play paws with your little hunter girlfriend all day. Channing and Woolsey pack growl at the Flagstaff crew as they laugh. Channing starts to charge, but Gale steps in and pushes him back. If you two hotheads insist on doing this, it's going to be fair fight. You both know the rules. Brawls continue until someone yields or until I call it. And you fight in human form. No claws, no teeth, understand. You step to Channing and pull him close. Make sure to protect that body of yours. I've got some uses for it later, so if you don't come back in one piece, I'm gonna be very mad. He smirks, sparing his fangs, and he nips at your ear and growls. Don't worry, I'll make sure to keep it in pristine for you. Good. Now, go through and show Nick Glazer who the real alpha is. And just to sweeten the pot, this will be your reward. You slide the fabric of your top aside slightly to reveal a peek at the leather desire sparks in his eyes. So, you can do what you're told. When it serves me. Give me 5 minutes to beat this guy into the ground, and then we go on back to bed. As he walks forward to join Nick in the center of the circle, you step back to stand with Asher, Lupe, and the rest of the pack. What did you say to him? I keep confusing Lupe and Asher, don't at me. I told him to win. And if he did, he could tear off the sexy underwear he got me this morning. Oh boy, Nick has no idea what's coming to him. Eyes locked, Channing and Nick stand chest to chest in the center of the circle, their breath visible in the cold, their faces hard with promise of violence. Gale holds up his hand. And begin. With an animal roar, the two alphas come together in a clash of fists and snarls, equally matched in power. The hell? This isn't a brawl, it's a grudge match. The crowd howls, the brutal sport igniting their werewolf bloodlust. You see several eyes in the crowd taking on a feral gleam. Whoa, this is getting dangerous. Nick aims a blow at Channing's face. Channing pivots to land a roundhouse to Nick's stomach. Nick falls to his knees. I'll encourage Channing. End this now, Channing. Kick his ass. The Flagstaff pack howls in rage, and you're shocked to see claws begin to sprout from their fingers as they scream at you. Shut it to your next, Hunter girl. Oh, I'd love to see you come over here. I'll beat your... We know how to take care of traitors like you. Beside you, the Woolsey pack screams their outrage and surround you like rabid dogs. Please, make my day. Come and get some puppies. You look back towards the fight, hoping Channing hasn't heard the threats flying between the packs. Of course he has. Keep your paws off her! With a vicious snarl, he turns his back on Nick to face off against the entire Flagstaff horde. Oh no. Channing, get your head back in the game. Channing ignores you and stalks towards the Flagstaff pack, his fingers curled into fists. But he only gets 2 steps before Nick jumps him, and with a savage howl of triumph, drives his fist hard into Channing's ribs. Channing. The Flagstaff alphas cheer as Nick slams Channing to the ground, pummeling him as Channing tries desperately to fend off the blows. See that? That's what we do to traitors in the pack. A hiss of shock and rage roars through the Woolsey contingent. Lupe steps forward, her eyes dangerously looping. What did you just say? Then to your shock, Randy pushes his way in front of Lupe, his attitude more wolfish than you've ever seen. Hey Flagstaff, why are you all standing all the way over there? Why don't you come here and say that? Frantically, Gale forces his way through the crowd and holds his ground, hands extended out, a desperate attempt to keep the packs apart. Nobody's going anywhere. For a moment, everyone freezes, but like the stillness before a lightning strike, the air is charged with violence. You grab Randy's arm. Randy, thanks for the backup, but please don't make things worse. Seriously, I'm defending you. At the cost of causing all-out war between the packs. Randy shakes off your hand and turns back to the Flagstaff crews, eyes lit with fury that seems out of control. Afraid to get in trouble? Come over here and say what you got to say to our faces. Because if you don't, you're nothing but a pack of cowards. And just like that, the gathering explodes into a cross-chapter werewolf brawl. Fists and insults fly as people start taking sides. Flagstaffs are right. Flagstaffs are raging a-holes. Gale tries to regain control, but is quickly overwhelmed. Some instinct tells you to look for Channing. But when you turn towards the ring, you find a Flagstaff girl coming right for you. Suddenly, Lupe and Asher are at your side. They flex their muscles and crouch into defensive stances. Lupe, Asher. This one's mine. What? That's crazy. Sure is. But you have had her, boo. We're here if you need us. You know you can't beat her in strength, but you also get the feeling she won't expect you to try. Remembering your fight training, you duck down, sweep wide with your leg, taking the girl out at the knees. Check yourself, Flagstaff. You look around, shocked at the fever pitch of the fight. You turn to Lupe and Asher. I'm gonna get Channing. He and Nick might be the only ones who can stop this. Watch my back. You scramble up and push through the melee to where Channing and Nick are battling, oblivious to the chaos around them. Channing clocks Nick in the face. He looks up, realizes all hell's broken loose, and begins to stumble towards you. Where do you think you're going? Are you kidding? Look at what's happening. So what? Nick grabs Channing by the ankle and yanks him back into the fight. Channing, time to finish this. You heard her, Channing. Let the packs tear each other apart. This is between you and me. Not anymore. Channing pushes Nick away and turns, but he only gets 2 steps before Nick tackles him to the ground. Don't you dare walk away from me. They roll across this grappling. Channing pushes Nick away. They scramble to their feet, filthy and panting. She's made you weak, Channing. Weak, just like your mother. Oh no. With a terrifying growl, Channing leaps at Nick, but Nick raises his hand, his claws lengthening. He's using his claws? Nick swipes wide, rakes his bared wolf claws down across Channing's chest in one swift and vicious swipe. Channing falls to the ground, clutching his chest. Channing! Without thinking, you bolt towards the fighters. Protect Channing. You throw yourself over Channing's prone body. Nick is standing over you, his arm up to strike, and you growl. Go ahead, do it. See what happens. Suddenly, the pierce of a whistle reverberates across the field, paralyzing the alphas with its needle-sharp sound. The hell is that? That was a dog whistle. It felt fitting, since I'm looking at a pack of mongrel dogs. The brawl's over. You're lucky I don't banish you for using your claws. Now get out of my sight, Nick. As Nick stalks away, you glance over your shoulder to make sure Flagstaff pack is leaving, too. You spot them walking towards the lodge, but before they get to the door, they're intercepted by Randy. Uh-oh. You can't hear what he says to them, but they all walk together. You turn to tell Channing, but he staggers. Hey, careful. I'm fine. No, you're not. You're coming back to your room with me. Channing growls beneath his breath, but says nothing else as you lead him back to his room in silence. Channing gingerly sits on his bed, staring ahead at nothing. I saw Randy being friendly with the Flagstaff guys after the brawl. A little suspicious, don't you think? Benny offers no reaction. You step closer and stand over him. Channing, what the hell did you think were you doing getting in the middle of a werewolf fight? Did you just hear what I just said? I don't want to think about Randy or the Flagstaff Alphas. All I care about is your safety. I was with Lupe and Asher. I was safe. That's another thing. Why the hell did they think it was a good idea to let you? Let me? Let me. I'm an adult. I make my own decisions. Temper flaring, Channing stands, looming over you. He growls and bares his teeth. I can't focus on anything if I'm constantly worried about... Suddenly clutches his ribs and sinks back down onto the bed, wincing. Channing. You place a tentative hand on his shoulder. His injuries are clearly more severe than he's letting on. I'm fine. Oh, the hell you are. Let me look at you. He growls, but doesn't protest when you pull off his blood-smeared jacket and shirt. You gasp at the sight of his bruised and battered torso. A large gash extends from his chest to his ribs. I'll check for broken ribs. Tenderly, you press your fingertips against his rib cage. It feels like at least one of them is broken. He grits his teeth, but doesn't pull away from your touch. His heavy-lidded eyes practically glow in the dim light. I've had much worse. Still, I think we should call a doctor. And tell them what, besides there isn't a hospital for miles. touch his cheek, and he leans into it. Despite himself, you stroke his bruised cheekbone lightly with your thumb. I'm fine, Tal. The last thing I need is you worrying about me. Why shouldn't I worry? I need to show him he can rely on me for things like this. Ah yes, the age-old, I'll kiss it better. You head to the bathroom where you quickly scrounge up a bunch of gauze and a wet washcloth. Channing eyes you as you return. You really don't need to do this. I know I don't need to. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna. You dab gently at one of his bleeding injuries and he winces. Seriously, werewolves have healing powers. Will you stop fighting me on this? I'm gonna take care of you whether you like it or not. And I'm the one being overbearing. Unlike me, you're actually hurt. Now shut up and let me help you. He looks like he wants to fight you, but he either thinks better of it or is just too tired to argue. Fine, just tell me what to do. For starters, I need the rest of your clothes off. He smirks lazily, flashing a fang. You feel your face growing warm. I need to assess all your injuries. Sure you do. Regardless, he shimmies out of his jeans, reclines on the bed. He's covered in bruises all over. You take your time dabbing the warm cloth over the wounds on his chest and stomach. Your touch ghosts over the swell of his back, and you smile to yourself when his breath hitches. Really now? You're the one with your paws all over me. You shush him and continue cleaning the blood off his wounds. Miraculously, they're already starting to heal. You drag the warm cloth over his stomach, over his hip bones, and between his thighs. He groans quietly. You're killing me here. No, that was Nick earlier. Sorry, there's just blood everywhere. Maybe he should take a shower. He catches your wrist before you can pull away, his eyes dark with lust. I didn't say stop. You raise your eyebrows and look pointedly down the length of his body. Your injuries are already half healed. You know what would help them get to 100%. He presses his lips to the back of your hand, still watching you intently. Increased blood flow. Fine, but say please first. When have I ever said please? Just now. It's the first time for everything. Sit back on your heels and wait patiently for him to pony up. He huffs out a laugh. Please, Tal. You grin smugly and straddle his legs carefully. Careful not to lower your full weight. That's all I needed. His gaze roves over your still-clothed body, his eyes flaring. You better get out of the clothing. It'd be a shame if you got blood on them. With a smile, you take off your clothing to reveal your new silky laundry beneath. His eyes ignite with a familiar fire. He gazes at you, openly adoring and ravenous. That's... wow. I don't think I've ever seen you at a loss for words before. He reaches to toy with the chain accents of your body, this arousal palpable beneath you. I get the feeling you were hoping to accomplish that. With all your clothes stripped away, you move closer to him. He takes your hand and pulls you to him. Tal, shh, I'm taking care of you, remember? You lean over him and kiss him, letting your tongue slip past his lips and savoring his quiet groan. He remains shockingly obedient still, even as his muscles practically vibrate with the effort of not touching you. Now, who's the good boy? You're lucky you're cute, or I'd punish you just for saying that. You would never punish me, not when I'm so good at this. I'll bite his neck. You kiss a hot trail from his lips to the swell of his Adam's apple. You breath ghosts over his skin. Looking to make a meal of me, Tal? Maybe. I can't imagine anything more delicious. He hisses with pleasure when you bite down gently on his neck, sucking a bruise there. I swear you're gonna be the end of me. We both know it'll take more than that to finish you. You bow your head again to catch his lips in a kiss. sighing at the satisfying feel of his tongue against yours. He stays still, but gets away with grabbing your ass and kneading it greedily. You groan. Hands to yourself. I'm trying, you're just making it really hard. You gently tug down his shorts and coast your fingertips over his length. He groans. It's not taking care of me if you just play with me all day. Uh-oh. We got 3 options. Okay. Handsy, bounce, chicka wow wow, and something else. Anyway, Channing gently bites on your shoulder. You laugh and shove him away playfully. You're not fully healed yet. I'd rather wait and do it as rough as we both want. Just cuddle with you for a bit. He raises his eyebrows in surprise. You just want to cuddle. I didn't think you were that kind of girl. You just never gave me the chance to be warm and fuzzy. He chuckles. You scoot up and curl against his body and rest your head on his chest. He idly strokes your arm as you lay there together. He hums contentedly. I should get hurt more often if it means you'll treat me this special. You both laugh quietly. After a moment, Channing's expression turns serious. Thank you, though, I mean it. I'm still getting used to someone looking out for me. But I like it, even when I'm a pain in the ass. I was gonna say resistant to it, but that works too. You settle against the mattress with a sigh, not wanting to think about having to wash the blood-stained sheets. I'm happy to help. You really don't have to thank me. I know. Or I'm trying to. This is all just new to me. I wasn't trying to blow you off this morning either, by the way. Especially after our night together. Then why'd you leave? Why are you still trying to keep me out of your life? If you wanted to date a normal guy, you wouldn't have gone after me. I'm not even a normal werewolf. You can't expect me to just get used to things so fast. I know, but... Crash. A sudden sound of breaking glass startles you, causing you to jolt in surprise. The hell? What's going on? You hear frantic shouts outside your window and then down the corridor. Lydia. No! Yes, you and Channing scramble in your clothing. You hear the screams intensify in the hallway outside. What's happening? What the hell's going on? They broke down the door. They're shooting everyone in sight. Who broke down the door? Hunters. Hunters are attacking the lodge. Oh. Well, isn't this fun? Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description. Plenty of things to check out. And ways to support this channel, this community, and this family that we've grown here. And without further ado, let me just say, wow, that was super short, 23 minutes. And that was with all the diamond choices picked. So, not that really impressed with today's chapter length. I was hoping it would go a little bit longer. Most choices chapters average about 3 diamond choices. This one only did 2. And one was the first minute, and then we waited 14 minutes after that to get the other one. So, I'm just saying. Alright, well, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But without further ado, love your beautiful faces. Catch you all later. Peace out.